Welcome in, everyone, to this week's 5-Aside, the show where we discuss 5 things aside from the most recent Five Stripes match. My name is Glenn Paisan, and today we are discussing 2026 kits and also a little season preview since we're about to kick off. Crazy enough, in a week, less than a week, the MLS season starts, and some teams are already playing in CONCACAF. Not us, though, because let's not talk about last year. Let's just sunshine, beautiful mind. What was it? The eternal sunshine of the spotless mind. That and just wipe that away. And let's talk about this here. Let's talk kits and our new roster. Joining me tonight to help break all this down is a woman who is just skating by. This is Jennifer Taylor. Hello, Jennifer.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
Y'all
are lucky that I have already watched my live recording of the pair short today, and I bothered to get away from Olympic TV to come and do this.
Where is your quad god now? That was sad. That was genuinely sad about Ilian and how that has gone. But are you enjoying, apart from that, are you enjoying your Olympics?
It's been, you know what? It's been an Olympics because the Olympics are such a weird competition. You just never know what you're going to see.
Yeah.
There's been some really incredible stuff, and there's been some really questionable stuff. There's been controversy. There's been, all kinds of drama, which, my sport is great about. I do want to give a mad shout out to Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier, the bronze medalists from Canada in the ice dance. I was not happy with the ice dance results. There was a lot to unpack there, and I'm not going to waste everybody's time with it. But if you didn't watch Glitter and Gold on Netflix, highly recommend it. Okay. In a nutshell, the program that Piper and Paul skated was a tribute to Piper's mom because they revisited a program that they had done years ago that they brought back because this is the one that they wanted for the most meaningful skate of their lives. And when they were choreographing it, originally Piper's mom got diagnosed with brain cancer and never saw her skate that program live. So then they went out and absolutely had just the skate of their careers to win the bronze medal because there was a lot of upset apple carts this season in dance with pairs being placed all over the place and new pairs coming in and blowing the whole world around, which just is not something that historically happens in dance. So anyway, their program made me cry. I've watched it 17 times now and I cry every single time because it's just so full of love and joy. The entire Canadian broadcast team was in tears talking about it. And so was Johnny Weir. So yeah, if you go watch one piece of skating, go watch a video of Piper and Paul skating to Vincent. It was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, I'll shut up now. You don't want to hear this.
The skating pod that we're going to drop eventually is going to hit like crack. Like cracked ice crack. I tried to make the joke work, it didn't. Also joining tonight is a woman who let me get through an intro. How about that? It is also looking the freshest out of any of us with the new Atlanta United merch. Peep the jacket. If you are not watching the video version of this, it looks very, very nice. The white and a little bit of green. It's just, I love the script. I love the font of Atlanta. It's Amy Anna Marie. Hi, Amy. You're looking good. That's nice merch. The merch looks really, really nice this drop. We've had a lot of merch drops. This one's good.
Yeah, no, I am a fan. We're going to talk about the kit, but you got to see it in person. If you're a little skeptical, definitely go see it in person. The little details. Every year, I swear it comes out and I'm mad about it. And then I see it in person and the little details make all the difference. No difference this year. And yeah, I needed to get a little something new for the wardrobe. Saging the old closet, getting all the demons out, just doing all new fresh threads.
We still need to go and burn that Yakimakis kid.
What we're doing. That's what I'm saying, man. I got a whole closet full of stuff that doesn't fit anywhere.
Yeah, stuff has piled up. We could have a burn party.
The letters one by one. It'll be like getting a tattoo removed. You do a little bit at a time, and it's ultimately more painful than when you got it the first time and more expensive. Yeah.
The amazing Cheryl has offered to try to take the old, Yuckamuckus off the kit.
Yuckamuckus.
But
That's his name forever and always now, Amy. Thank you for that. Yuckamuckus.
I can't believe I haven't thought of it earlier.
Wow, that's like so perfect.
That other woman's voice you hear is the OG. You love her. You still love her. Can't hate her. It's Kat. She's here. She's back.
She's back.
You forget, since then, there have been 2 more
in a surprisingly
wins,
good mood
a
for
pretty
having just
substantial
watched a goal
FA Cup
trickle
tie
in from
against
50
Brighton.
yards
Okay?
against
So thank
your
you
team.
very much. And Sunderland.
True.
I was going to say, who hasn't been beating up on anyone?
Yes,
though?
you beat up on Brighton. Well done.
Hey, we can't beat up on
Jennifer
Brighton.
knows who I'm talking about. It's okay. You know what? You know who Tottenham have been beating up on? Managers.
We beat up on Chelsea beat up on Hull City, so you know.
Yeah, he's on his way, baby.
That's true. And your new manager, per Fabrizio Romano, is in a private jet on the way to London.
I have no idea. Hold on. I have to tell you what Tom Schreck, friend of the pod, Tom Schreck said about this.
Okay.
Because he figured it out, and he described the manager, who I've never heard of, as the one Croatian whose name doesn't end with an ich.
Wow. Okay.
Let me just point out real quick before we jump to the kits now that all of Amy's worst fears have come to fruition, have been realized. Before we hit the record button proper on this, she was so scared that we were going to get into skating and EPL talk, and both of those things have happened. I'm so sorry, Amy. Let's move into kits. Let's move into kits, and Amy's going to kick this off. We are going to do our sticking with the 5 theme. We were going to do our 5 top kits for each of us, and Amy is going to kick this thing off. Start with number 5. What you got?
Well, I'm glad that you said at the top of this hour that I'm looking good and thus can make some good clothing decisions, because historically my taste has been apparently questionable. So
okay,
we're gonna kick this thing off.
All right, now, what you got?
I'm just gonna say that I think my number 5, and please don't hate me for saying this out loud, I hate myself enough as it is.
Oh, it's okay.
I actually like the Orlando Shitty kit. It's bright effing yellow. It's bold.
The look on Jennifer's face.
Sublimation. I hate myself for not hating it.
Do you know how many people are going? Okay, number 1, yellow
especially
is
not all
in
the
anybody's
pasty-ass
color
people
wheel.
in
Like,
Florida.
it's just not.
I know. It's like
no
a sunshine.
Well, no, there are a few teams that do it.
Yellow does not go with jorts, but you know, you do you.
There's a few teams that pull it off. I think Wolves do a good yellow kit, to be honest with you, in the EPL. But okay, I don't hate the kit. It's not a top one for me, but nor is it like at the bottom. You know, so I think that's fine. You're okay. What do you got for number 4?
Yeah, so I think number 4, I'm hoping, is a little bit better. I actually really like the where did I write that down? I actually really like the San Jose tie-dye kit.
Yeah, what was the name of that one? Is it the Dead kit?
It's the Dead kit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I thought that was different. You know, there are a couple like kits that were kind of plain, and I don't know. I like what San Jose's got going on. I think they're trying to like reinvent themselves a little bit and just kind of lean into something, and I like it.
San Jose's had some good kits.
Yeah.
Last year's kit was great too, with the color blocky historical stuff that was like with the club on it and the punk rock band that does their theme song.
I did like that one. That's not on either of my lists.
I'm with you on that one, Amy. That's a good thing. It's a good kit.
It's a good shot.
So many tie-dyes and having been totally immersed in that about 18 months ago, I just wish it was a little bit more vibrant. Like, if you're going to do like a Dead kit, it ought to have been honestly fucking rainbow. Like a rainbow spiral would have been absolutely amazing. I realized it's more like the Pride kit. Hey, I see opportunities here, San Jose, but I'm sorry, San Diego, but it could be just make it pop just a little bit. They use kind of muted colors. That's the only thing. If you're going to go tie-dye, go like big vibrant colors, there's so many possibilities. It's hard to recreate though.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's an unfair criticism. I don't mind it.
Okay.
I liked that in a way, I kind of liked that it was muted because it was a little different. Like it's an unexpected tie-dye, and I
It's
think
actually on my list too, and oh my god, Amy, we are going to overlap. Can you believe it? Similar.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, I got one.
I thought we'd be totally different. What's your number 3?
You know, it's really hard because there are actually a number of kits that I like.
Yep.
But I think for number 3,
yep.
I'm going to go with the NYCFC kit.
Good job.
I know that what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it a lot. I like the design. I think it's a really nice color. I think the color scheme in general is nice. It's very like you could wear it anywhere. It's classic. And then the design is just really pretty. And I think they were saying it was a nod to welcoming the world, the 5 boroughs, and some other stuff that was.
Do you think it's too busy?
I haven't seen it in person, so it's hard to say, but I like it. I think that you can get away with that.
Yeah,
with
like how much will that
a
play
black and that dark blue?
You know,
I don't know
depending on
how
where you're
busy
watching it
it'll
from,
actually
even if it's
like
on the
how
field
much that
versus your
sublimation
television,
really pops.
how you know how
never
much
gonna-
of that will even really play. It'll mostly just be blurred out, kind of. You know, if you're watching it on a big screen, I think you know but it's still a good color combination. Could be.
Yeah, it might be one of those kits that looks different on TV versus in person, like a dramatic difference, you know, it could. But it's a good shout. 2, what you got?
It's a hard call, because I do like a lot of the kits, like I said, but I think for me personally, the number 2, and I'm just gonna, I mean, look, I'm going to be honest. I'm picking intentionally not the ones that I think that are going to be the number 1s, because I just want to be different.
It's on my list.
But I do actually really like the
not controversial
the
at all,
kits.
Amy.
Like
18th and
On my
Vine.
list too.
Yeah, I like the 18th and Vine.
Give her
Look
a
at that.
break. Come on.
Hey, wait till
Look at you,
hear my
Amy. You
number
do
1.
have taste. Don't doubt yourself.
I know, right? You know. Okay, all right. I'm feeling good about this, guys. And
All right, number 1.
okay, so I'm just gonna say for the record that I'm assuming we're not ranking the Atlanta United kit because
Oh, no,
we all
we
love
can.
the
It's
Atlanta
in there.
United kit.
It's a kit.
You can if you want. I'm not like I think
Okay.
it's great, but not in my top 5.
Okay.
Because for purposes of this list,
Okay.
this is probably my most
It's on my list,
controversial
too.
one based on what I've seen the internet say. But I still like it a lot. I like the Houston Dynamo kit. I think that the idea of leaning into the NASA mission control, the satellite image of the streets, the heat map, the difference in the colors, not having that god awful highlighter orange, like actually sort of a quality color scheme
It's been
from the Dynamo.
plain and boring.
That one stood out
so
to me
orange.
because they've had some absolutely horrendous kits. And I thought, you know what?
Nice.
I thought they did well this time. So,
right.
yeah, I think that's going to be, I'm going to put that as my top 5.
Alrighty.
I'm not going to bother with honorable mentions because I'm going first and you guys are going to cover them. And if we don't,
Probably, yeah.
Later.
All right,
Yeah,
let's move it along.
Let's do it. Am I doing my bottom 5
I have
too,
a
or just
feeling
the
that a
top?
lot of us
No,
will
let's just do
probably
the top.
have very
Let's keep it
similar
positive
bottom
here.
kits.
We're going into this
I
season
like
with
it.
hope and
But,
optimism and
you know,
positivity.
Seeing as
I'm on board.
I'm going second here, I think there's going to be
Probably, yeah.
we're going to find that there's going to be some overlap, but there's
Boring.
also going to be some very stark contrast in a couple of
Got it.
areas. But I couldn't do just a top 5 because I almost kind of categorized them because there seemed to be some that were themed, and it was themed but in different ways. Okay, so my number 5 is actually a 3-way tie, and I did it for best pattern. Okay, because because it's Cincinnati because their pattern is I think it was really good.
Pattern. So you've done the
Well, I like the way that
route.
it framed their logo because in contrast to
Your
what
pattern
I've
makes my
already
eyes
sort of
bleed.
mentioned, where and it's the 7 hills of Cincinnati. So it's I do like that pattern. It could have been way worse, like the way that they trust me. And obviously we know that there are way worse patterns.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I tied it.
Worse.
You know,
It could have been way worse. It was on the border for me, Kat. Like, I get what you're saying. I think
maybe.
Yeah, I think the meaning behind
the
it.
The reason why I ranked it
but I
there
feel
at
like
5 is because I also wanted to give the other two patterns that I loved, which was the Timbers and LAFC with their Art Deco. I actually think it's fucking dope. I hate, I may not love LAFC, obviously, but they have a very Art Deco-y color scheme going on. And the Timbers, I didn't love it until I zoomed in. And I went, oh, there it is. I couldn't see it at first. No, the color scheme isn't great. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, which is why I like that's why I couldn't rank it anywhere.
It's like pea green.
I don't want to wear puke on my.
Yeah, it's pea green with gray.
Hey, I love mint chocolate chip. It's my favorite.
It looks like somebody went to Baskin Robbins and ate way too much mint chocolate ice cream.
So number 4, number 4 for me is the post overlap with Amy, which is that Houston kit. Because and I didn't.
What's number 4?
I didn't compare it. I didn't line it up with anything else. It doesn't have a tie for me. I think that it's original. It does a very good, they do a very good job of sort of paying homage to their city, which is what my number 3, which was Sporting and NYFC did, which was paying homage to their cities, and really kind of like we started to do with our Phoenix, with the Phoenix kit and everything like that, like kind of like bringing that out. The only thing I'm going to say, like with Houston's, was that they kind of had like the city streets kind of thing. And I'm like, didn't Footy Mob do that like 10 fucking years ago? Like we did it first. We did it best kind of situation, but I don't know, whatever. I'm not going to take credit. I didn't design it. Number 2 for me, and this was honestly, it could have been number 1 if we weren't ranking our kit, but number 2 for me is Minnesota. Their loon texture with the wings, and just because I want to give every shout out possible to Minnesota for everything that they've been going through, and it's just a great kit. They have never really failed. Yeah, I don't think Minnesota has ever. And when you look at it, you've got that.
It's in my honorable mentions,
essentially.
100%.
Like,
it's not the best
you've really leaned into the loon.
Mini hits a lot. They hit a lot.
Mascot and logos and all of those things. I just think it's dope. Yeah,
I get what they were trying to do with the sash thing, with the dark diagonal sash. Like, I get it. I don't like it. I don't like the sash breaking everything up. I wish that they had kept and I know that they had to do, they were kind of revisiting. It was like their 10-year kit or whatever that they're revisiting. I get that they needed to do it differently than they did it the first time around. I don't know that that's the choice they would have made. I might have gone more of a circle or like galaxy style splat design with their northern lights and their astronomy stuff that they do.
But they already did that. They did their Aurora Borealis kind of deal.
Yeah, I know. So I get it. It's just also,
like,
for me, the sash.
Yeah, no, and the Galaxy is the classic. And that's sort of, the Galaxies, even this year's, is sort of their old reliable, like but it works for their kit. It works. Yeah, well, we would too. I mean,
Well, they're trying to make sure they highlighted that 6 stars, guys.
Yep. Just to drop a little tease.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to drop a little tease, there might be one other club pod out there that might make a sash work. I'll leave it at that.
Look, I love the OG All Stripes kit with the rainbow sash.
Yeah.
It was a brilliant piece of design.
Yep.
All due respect, Footy's put out some great kits. TL finally put out
I have that one.
TL finally put out a kit this year. It's a very solid design. But that OG All Stripes kit is literally
I put our kit. Number 1. I don't care.
Yes,
I do not care that the shorts are
are
white and that we're gonna really see some interesting bulges.
That's fine.
Come June and July. But they're really white. they're actually white. Like, I mean,
why would anybody?
no.
Are the shorts
but I
really
mean,
white?
come on.
Did I
There's
miss
gonna.
that?
It's, what kind of cream do we want to see there?
Event? I couldn't tell.
Well,
they're not cream.
But before,
that's what I'm saying. It's like, there's gonna be
okay.
At some point in time, it's going to rain, and at some point in time, that's going to make every Atlanta fan that appreciates size have an even better time watching the match.
So I have a
pushing
feeling
the
there's going to be a lot of black.
if ever there was a time for Tito, if ever there was a time for Tito to come back to the club.
Anybody, and Glenn, you're not an Atlanta native. You weren't here in '96.
Tata's back. So
I was 12.
back.
Okay, now I know that's going to make Angel feel a little bit, not so great.
Nope.
Well, so did she. Angel posted another Angel, obviously
Shut
friend
up.
of the pod.
What about me? I worked in
Angel
the 96 games, damn it.
really great memorabilia photos from when she worked the Olympics in '96, and it just brought me back because in '96 I was still playing ball and I was loving it so much, and I was determined after going to the softball events, which was its first year ever in the Olympics. I was inspired. I said, I'm going to be the youngest to ever be on the softball team, because 4 years from then in Sydney, I was like, I'm going to play in Sydney. Right. I would have been 16 and I would have been allowed, and I would have been the youngest on the team. And I was just like so gung ho. And it was like, I went to some of the events. I went with my family. I went to Mexico versus Italy down in Macon. Wow. That was fucking crazy. But the Olympics mean so much. And I was at the bombing. I was literally at Centennial when the bomb went off. Yes. Let's go.
Wow.
Also, 1996 was
Justin, let's go.
The first.
Yep.
The first.
So many amazing things that
nice.
I'm putting
up
us
the
not
Chastain
just at
kit
number
here.
one for the design itself, but for the design choice, for everything that it's really, I'm like, good fucking job.
Everything about
you guys.
The meaning.
Way to pick a theme.
Yeah. The tie-ins. The vibes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Literally the only criticism I can make of our kit is that I don't know why they did away with the jock tag. I want like a little torch jock tag, or like
it could have been like on the back.
Using, I don't
know
but
it's not on the left.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't have a jock tag.
I don't know why they did that. I love the back touch. I love the inside collar. Well, they put something on the back and it's nice. I'm just talking about like the.
But I'll tell you something else too. I watched.
There might be something else.
A lot of
there might be
videos
some
in
other
regards
club
to
or
the new
show out there
MLS
coming out
kits.
with a shirt
I
that
gotta
has a jock
say,
tag. I don't know.
Maybe like I watched maybe 10, 12 or so different kit rankings. Almost every single one puts us top. Okay, so it's been a very, very well received kit. And I think they deserve it. Maybe just tweak a lot of people are rating one or two items, but honestly, it is very fucking solid. Yes, and I am really dope. This might be the first year that I go and actually buy it and wear it for this season. I normally have to wait because
it's a miss.
I agree.
Just got to win in it. We just need to win in it.
If the shorts are all solid, the only thing I would say is
I
that
think the
that's
number
unfortunate
is on
if
the shorts,
the team
which is the
didn't
same green.
carry through the green sash with the colors into the shorts, because I think that's the best.
Yes. And hopefully they have green socks.
Yeah,
but
I hear you. Could use a little accent.
We'll see when we see the full.
Really just
the full
a
setup,
little accent would have been nice. I agree.
But
yeah, let's see.
It looks very cream.
Sure.
But
we'll get it'll make its debut next week.
First of all, I'm here for a creamy center. We're just gonna put that out there.
Yeah, I hope so. We're back, snarkier than ever. I'm what I'm gonna do.
Did everybody miss us?
I know. Snarking.
We're back.
Dude, I've been snarking nonstop for the last 9 days.
So I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna give you my only contradiction so far. And I'm not even gonna go through my top 5 or my worst 5, because I'm pretty sure, like I said, we're all gonna kind of be kind of there. Okay. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to do my bottom 5. I'm just going
We're
to
gonna
say
do that at the
and
end.
maybe we can guess it later. One
maybe.
of the ones that
Okay.
is in
We're
my
not
bottom
doing the
5
Go ahead.
is the
And then we'll
Orlando
do
kit
Jennifer's.
because I marked it as
No.
C for confused because I just don't get it when I'm looking at it. It's too bright. That's it. That's it.
Okay. Jennifer?
Okay, so yeah, I definitely have some overlap here.
Yeah.
So my number 5 kit is SKC, and it's really because I am a sucker for Argyle, and I love what they
so
do with
good.
it.
They do it well.
And not only Argyle, but like purple, navy, light blue Argyle. The colors are fly.
It does.
It looks really sharp. They've never every time they've used Argyle in a kit, it has worked and worked really well for them.
It's true.
It's classy. It's probably very flattering to wear, just even because normally it's hard to make Argyle flattering on anybody. But the way that they've got it with it streamlined on the black, I feel like that's a very flattering kit to wear.
Yeah.
Also, credit for coming up with something new and different when you've been doing it for 30 whatever years, right?
And it's iconic for SKC because
this was my first ever scarf. It's from year 1.
It's true. Yeah, they own it. They own it.
One of my favorites, and it's Argyle. And I you know, yeah, we Scots love a good Argyle.
The Argyle scarf. It looks great. And it's a difficult pattern to make work, and they did it well.
Was that the holiday scarf?
What do you got?
Okay, so
4.
my number 4 kit is a deceptively simple kit, but I really love it's the devil is in the details. So this is the Vancouver home kit. Vancouver always
it does look good.
Does a classy dress, but the detail very clean. You know, their crest is so fantastic that like you don't need to really do much more. But I love the detail that they carried the mountain parts through
the pattern
with the collar and the sleeves. It looks. I feel like it's very sharp. It's it's beautiful.
It's
and it's very them. Like
clean
it's
is good.
It's a little boring, but it's boring in that good way.
But it looks good.
Yeah,
as long as it looks good.
It's a little black dress of kit.
I'd wear it. Absolutely. All right, number 3.
So number 3 is my overlap with Amy because I love the dead kit so much. I
knew you would. I knew you would.
Oh, see, there you go.
First of all, that is exactly the same set of colors that my Grateful Dead shirt that I had that I wore to Lollapalooza in 1994 was. While Jerry was still alive.
Dead on. Very good one.
I'm surprised it's not number 1.
Yeah. It's literally dead on the right color scheme.
See what you did there.
Thank you. Okay. I'll be here all week.
All right.
Tip your waitress. But yeah, other than that, it's fun. It's different. It is absolutely going to stand out. I've never seen anything like it before. Good on them for leaning into the quirk in their identity because I think that's a big part of one of the reasons why San Jose is at least being talked about again is. They kind of went under the radar for a long time with having a crappy team. Okay, fine, we're going to have a crappy team. At least we're going to have a cool identity. And we're going to lean into that. I'm here for that. And that's kind of number 2, what we did this season, because Atlanta's kit is number 2 on my list.
I know, and it's so good.
Again, it's the details. The fact that green sash is essentially the gold medal from the Atlanta game.
So great.
I really can't wait until I have one in my hand.
You have the sublimated laurel pattern with the threads that are the Olympic colors in it.
The details are great, man. It is one of those you got to see up close. You have
to see it up close.
Yeah.
The big detail you can't see unless you really, really look at it is, do y'all remember those warm-up jackets that the gymnasts wore with the stars, the big star, whatever? That cream kit has that big star sublimated in it. You have to look at it really close to see it. And
it's like patterned out.
That's
why everybody loves
patterned
it.
out.
Sick.
You can't see it unless you see it in person.
It is nearly
flawless. Up on any of the pictures. It just keeps giving, and not only that, the entire supporting collection around it. Everything that I've seen, from the hats to Amy's dope-ass new jacket that she's wearing, to the dope-ass new jacket that Dominique Dawes wore in the drop video that everybody is literally foaming at the mouth, shut up and take my money to buy, including me. The scarves, like all of it is just freaking fire. Well done.
right.
Number one on the list, and I hate myself for this
It is
because
good.
it's, of course, the club that does it just a little bit better than us, and that's LAFC. They do everything just a little bit better than us to the
I
point where
thought it
it's
was just
actually
a little
annoying.
too
I thought it was
busy
boring
me.
for them. I mean, it's nice, right? Like I'm not criticizing it. I would wear it.
Well,
it's them.
That's
It
that
fits.
pattern
busy.
though. That's
It
that
looks
Art
like one
Deco
of those
pattern.
posters
we
when you were in
literally-
grade
we
school that you gotta
literally
look at
almost
cross-eyed to figure out
put
what
that
it is.
pattern in our
Merchandise.
kitchen because everything about our kitchen has that gold Art Deco
Yeah,
feel
I
to it, and that's wallpaper from that period. I think it's gorgeous. I hate that I love it, but it's gorgeous.
Actually,
Yeah, I don't hate
It
it.
is.
Actually, remind me to send you a picture.
Yeah, same.
It's beautiful. It's
Same.
beautiful. Like the patterning on it is beautiful. I love the Art Deco thing, but it's a vibe look for me. I love that vibe, and they do it so well. And every kit LA has really put out has leaned into that vibe in a really amazing way, except for the stupid smog kit that I hate. But remind me at some
I'm
point
sure
in time
I would
to show
love
you
it.
a picture of my wallpaper from my old bedroom at my parents' house because it's very Art Deco and Broadway, and it was my workaround for being able to paint my room black because emo
Lovely.
back
I
in the
can
day.
easily picture a young Jennifer in that setting. I can easily picture this with her skates on.
Okay.
I can easily picture
Really?
this. Okay. Cool. Good list.
So I do want to give an honorable mention to Toronto. And I love
I feel the same way. I feel the same way.
you guys are all going.
I mean, it is, but the
like
black
6
looks
years
better.
ago,
The
you
black
guys were
looks
all
better.
going ooh 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 because that's literally the reverse of our black kit. And I love. Yes, it looks better in black, but I still love that narrow body design. I think it's very
because it's
flattering.
white
I
and
like
red.
the-
Because
That
white,
kit looks like
white and
Office
red is
Max and
so-
Office Depot
it's
came
so
out with a kit.
stale.
It's like the staples of
That's it. They're dead.
All right,
They're dead.
all right.
Wow.
They're dead.
Come on,
That's it.
Yeah, I'm
Glendale.
gonna
They're
shut up
Let's
and
go.
walk away now. Damn.
Bye bye. All right. Let's just end the pod there. Damn.
Sorry.
Amy, we are just in preseason
The
form. And
Office
Amy
De-
already
the
coming
Office
in
Depot
hot.
kit. All right, let's go.
Wow. All right.
right.
I love it. It is the Office Depot.
Might have been on
kit.
my bottom 5 list.
It is
I'm
the
not
Office
ready.
Depot.
Okay.
kit.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, okay. All right.
You just
Mine.
like
I've
you
got a
just
lot
like
of
the old
overlap,
reliable.
except for one.
Okay.
And that's number 5. LA Galaxy. You had me at Sash. I'm a Sash guy. I'm a Sash guy.
I
It looks
love
good.
a sash. I hate that it's not really a sash and they cut it off at the shoulder. It's like half a sash.
Yeah, I like that it's a little bit different. You know, it's just not, they've done the sash. So it's like with Sporting KC, you've done
I mean, they
Argyle.
are.
You got to do something different with it. They
Which,
did
like I
something
said,
different
I
with it.
have
We'll
no
still
problem
stay
sort of
true to them. I
ranking
love
it in the old reliable.
They are
kind
the
of
sash
category,
team,
but
and they do it well. And I like
but
it.
that's all
I
it
like
is.
it.
So if you love a sash, fine. But that's all it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I do love a sash.
Yeah.
And who knows, there might be more sash coming your way. I keep talking about it. I don't know. We'll have to see. Number 4, Vancouver for me too. It's clean. It's simple. I like the collar detail. I like the sleeve detail.
Glenn. You love
It
a
looks
clean. You love a clean, simple kit.
Yep.
I knew you were going to go there.
Yep, I like it.
I didn't do it on purpose, but I knew that was going to be one that you would have
Yep.
in there.
And then SKC 3 for me. You know, for those same reasons.
Yeah.
And I've got this one ranked a bit higher than most everyone else, but I'm with you, Kat.
And it's kind of
Minnesota
it's
United
kind of blocky.
decade kit number 2. Again, sash, like you have me. I know it's not a true sash, but they're trying to do that.
Did I hear you?
it's
Did I
ours.
hear you say something about another pod that may or may not?
Yeah,
have
maybe
something
it could
about
happen.
the
I don't know.
sashes?
And then number 1, it's
Yeah.
ours. And call me a homer, but I don't think we need to because like everyone has said, it's the entire presentation. It's all the merch that's coming with it. It's Amy's dope jacket. It's everything. It's the story. It's the presentation. It's the kit launch event that was held at the Delta Museum, a first class event, if I do say so. It was great.
With actual Olympians and
Yeah.
luminaries such as
Like, there
Edwin
is
Moses
so
and Shannon
much
Miller.
meaning packed into this kit. It is our 10th anniversary of the
It's
club.
just
It is
so,
30
so
years
well done.
since the Olympics. It is World Cup. Like, this just feels so well coordinated and tied together, and not just the nice design. The design is nice. I love it. I think it looks great. but it's everything else. And I just don't think there's any other team that's packed this much of a story into a shirt.
I
So
will
that's why it gets
give
it for me.
I will give our, like our marketing team credit, because I feel like that whether or not we like a kit or we don't like a kit, I feel like the one place that they never fail with the kit is with the story of the kit and where they come up with this stuff and how they, whatever. I've not liked a bunch of, I haven't been like, ooh, these kit, whatever, but I've never not liked the story and the relevance behind all the kit, behind the kit and the elements they put into that kit.
This is even a better
agree.
story, though, because you didn't have to reverse engineer
No.
the story and
No,
tell us,
this
well,
is-
this line means this and this means that. The story is clearly written
Yeah.
there in plain, easy to read text. Like, it's there. It's a story kit. Spirit of 96, it's a great name for it. Like, it's just...
So,
it's got
out of
it all.
curiosity, Glenn, what are you getting on the back of yours?
It'll probably just be 5 takes.
Okay.
Probably, I do that. I used to do red 5 on all of my kits
I might
because
get
that's Luke Skywalker's
and
call
tell
sign.
me if
no
I'm
longer.
way off base here, but I
okay.
thought about maybe
But
getting my
it'll probably just be
softball
5
idol's
takes and
name
then
on the
5.
back, because I got. Yeah, well, so, and the other thing that I got at the time when I went to the softball
I
event,
don't
because
hate
they had
that
a
for
big
you at all.
Ties
preseason
back
or
to the Olympics
pregame or
yeah.
pre-tournament
what that meant for
event,
you?
is I had my all-star hat from my team that year, and I got them all to sign it, and the very first signature right across the brim is Lisa Fernandez, and she's still the coach at UCLA, and
Wow.
she's just always been like my softball idol. So I thought about getting L Fernandez on the back of my kit. I just thought, yeah, and then I would get.
Oh wow,
my
it's been there a
jersey
minute.
number, because it's always been my jersey number.
I don't hate that.
Yeah,
I think that's totally
means
relevant.
so much.
That's meaningful for you.
No.
Yeah. Well, good.
Amy, have you made up your mind yet?
Like
Nah,
chest
I
date or
haven't
ham
made
or
up my
something
mind
like
yet.
that
We'll
would be
see.
cool.
We'll come up with something.
You get
It'll
me
probably
like,
be
put
something
ham
that'll
on the
probably
back.
try to
Like,
tie
I
back.
think everybody
to
would get it.
what I
you
think
know?
of in '96, which is women's soccer starting and
I thought about doing
stuff,
that.
but
To
we'll
be
see.
fair, that was my second. That was like my runner-up. It's that.
Yeah,
I get
no,
what
it's
okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's us.
All good.
You know that I have to say. Wait, no, we haven't got. Well, did you get your number one, Glenn? What was that?
Yeah,
number
it's
two?
Atlanta. It's
Yeah.
us.
So
Yeah.
It's
I have to
Atlanta
say, I'm a little
again.
bit surprised. I'm just curious what you guys think. I guess maybe just for me, maybe it was in my honorable mentions or whatever. I'm a little surprised that the Philly kit didn't get any love. I really like the sublimation. It's busy and stuff, but I do
Yeah.
like it.
I
Is
want
it
to
just
raise
like
I want to raise my hand and say I'm biased. The
'cause you
kid is
hate
all
Philly?
right. I just can't.
I get it.
Just can't rate him.
If it's for that reason, I understand. I was just
can't.
curious.
I just
Is that
can't.
why you didn't go there with the New England kit? Because a lot of the online people were like, "Ooh, the New England kit's so fabulous." Blah blah blah.
I don't like it. I don't like
I
I
New
didn't
didn't
like
care
it
for
either,
that
but
one.
that's just me.
Legitimately, and that's not hate towards New England. Like I kind of hate all things Philly. I just don't like the design of it. Philly, I will concede that the design is pretty nice. It's very similar to what San Jose tried to do did do last year with that kind
I
of
think
style.
that's why I didn't love it, because I thought what San Jose did with it was so much more unique.
Better. San Jose did it better.
I mean,
San
that's
Jose
fair.
did it better, and I understand why Philly is doing it, but I also,
Yeah.
I don't know how much they consider
honestly-
the logo, the shirt logo on there, because I feel like that
I know.
placement and where it
Can't
is a
help
little
that.
funky.
Bimbo.
Yeah.
Look, their sponsor is who their sponsor is. y'all.
Absolutely, and
I mean,
you know what?
I know. It's funny
you-
though.
you
It is
have-
objectively
yeah.
funny.
It is funny.
LAFC made a choice to break the sash for the Herbalife that I don't love.
Well, since we're talking about
Right?
sponsors,
I don't love that.
the one that I
Herbalife is
think
not
that got
imposed on it.
absolutely
Literally,
done the
sash
worst
stops,
based on their
kit
sponsor is
sash
Nashville,
starts again.
because
Yeah,
they've
I
got
hear you.
the
It's fair.
stacked logo in the center, and that can work. I've seen it work, but for Nashville's, it's done horribly wrong. You've got
Terrible.
the Adidas larger than the Nashville, and obviously their sponsor
yeah.
is gigantic there. You don't even know it's necessarily
Agreed.
Nashville's
Ugh.
kit. It's the smallest thing on the kit.
It's bad.
I've never liked those color
It's
combos.
bad.
Why would somebody
That
make
kit-
that
It's
decision?
so-
Jeez,
it's
I
so
already knew I
small.
didn't like it. It was like really plain.
And they are.
But
That's
I
what we're getting
hadn't
at.
even noticed how awful
They don't
that
like it.
was.
They just
I would
forgot
be
they needed.
angry. I would be mad if I was that.
They
Look.
forgot they needed a kit. They forgot they
Yeah,
needed
they
a
gotta
kit, and they
be.
just chucked this out. They forgot about it, and they just did this last minute.
Our poor best frenemies to the north of us, like.
So sorry,
Why
Nick
do they?
Scape.
Why
And
you
to
go
be
out and
honest
win your
with
first
you-
trophy, and this is what they do to you?
I
Like,
know.
I mean,
You're on the actually on the up, and you get the worst kit. The
it's
worst kit.
so
This
sad.
feels like their design department didn't expect them to do well, and so
I
they
don't
were
think
like,
their
"We
design
should just do
department had
something low
anything to do with
key."
this. I think they did what San
We
Diego
shouldn't
did
set any
last year, which was plug it into ChatGPT and see what
Oh,
comes out.
ChatGPT, you could do better than that. Don't
Yep.
No,
disrespect
no, no, no,
ChatGPT.
no.
Oh, my God.
ChatGPT did do better. I would say that awful Chicago Fire logo was better than this. I mean, even
Oh, yeah.
MS Paint logo.
No, it's
was
not,
better than
but
this.
it's
It's
close.
an
Okay.
MS
To be-
Paint jersey. That's what it's going to be called.
But you know what? Somehow that's still not the worst
Me?
kit in the league this season.
It's Miami. It's a black
It's
shirt
really
with
close.
pink. That's
Okay, so
it.
what is the
It's
worst kit in the
literally-
league for
okay,
you, Kat?
I wrote
You.
down
Okay.
Miami designer
course it
completely
is.
phoned it in. That's it.
That's
They
fine,
it
though.
was
Like,
literally
but it
just,
looks okay.
They
It's
they
fine.
didn't care. It was the last minute decision. They said, "What are our colors?" And honestly, 4 out of the 5 of my worst are because they're just fucking boring. That's it. They're boring. Like Rapids, Colorado Rapids, Chicago Fire, Charlotte, they're all just
Yeah, I mean, you could
boring.
throw the Columbus Crew right on there with Nashville. They're the same yellow bad kid.
That's
Except
the only
Columbus
thing
didn't
that
screw
saved
up
them
their
and kept them
sponsor.
off my list. It's the only thing that
Okay,
saved it.
the Charlotte kit
I
is
will
not
say.
on my bottom list because of the sleeve detail. I do
Yeah.
like the
But
sleeve
it's
detail.
so boring. I don't think it saved it. It's in my bottom 5. I have to say though, I'm probably maybe I'm off base with this, but the one that's in my bottom 5 that maybe is a little surprising, I don't know. And it just bothers me.
That's my number.
If
That's
you're
my
gonna
number
call your
3.
kit
Sorry,
the
that's my number
colorful
3
kit,
worst because of the board.
What the hell, Colorado? What the hell?
It's all
Like-
black.
Like I was like, ooh, the color for Colorado. What is
Yeah.
this?
It's all
The
black.
one that
black
my
is
number
the
2 that I
absence
feel is
of
worth
color,
mentioning,
which
by the
makes
way,
all
is
the
what I'm
sense in
calling
the
the
world.
Real
that it might as
Barcelona.
well not be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Barcelona.
Oh,
It's
the
a Barca kit.
RSL.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a
they
Barca
in
kit.
Dallas, it looks very similar. I'd say between the two hoops, though, I probably liked RSL a little more than the Dallas.
But it's
I like the
Barcelona's colors.
Dallas
That's
hoops
why
better.
I'm
I
just
feel
like,
I like the rugby vibes of it, but that's
you expect like
me.
Mania
Yeah.
Mall to show up in that.
I mean, it's classic for them, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks dead like it.
The one on the bottom of my list, and I really hate that it is the bottom of my list. Although
yeah,
with
I
what some of the
really
things
wanted
the
to love
club
it.
has been doing
I
over
really
the last
did.
couple of days. It's not unwarranted. The Tina Turner kit from St. Louis. I don't. Yeah,
It doesn't work.
someone explained to me the connection of
With the
a
Purina.
tire having run a shirt over and Tina
Yeah.
Turner.
With the
Chow.
Purina.
Like,
fucking
I don't
sponsor.
understand.
Right,
Like,
the dog
Purina's
chow
their
on the-
sponsor, and it looks like they ran the dog over. Why?
Apparently, it has
Like,
red on the
why?
sleeves, which
Color
is supposed to be an
so
ode to Tina
awful.
Turner's lipstick.
I didn't think it could get worse than the
color
Portland
that
color
she,
until
always
I saw the
chose,
St. Louis
but
kit.
it just feels like they had a good idea, but it missed the mark. Yeah,
Okay.
which is another very old reliable kit, by the way.
They
It
swung
looks-
for Seattle and missed. Big.
I don't know. Is it,
Like-
is it me? But that color? It's not just me. That looks
It's
like
just a very
phlegm, right? That looks like
unreliable,
phlegm
it's
is
just
your
boring.
team color.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just boring.
Boy,
Seattle has
I-
to be the most disappointing for a team that usually has really good kits. It's just
Yeah.
I hope,
It's like
I'm
an off
annoyed
year.
because Seattle's kit was so good last year. Like, oh
Yeah.
my god,
Just an off
They
year
usually
for
do
them,
nice
I
shirts.
guess. They're
Maybe
like,
not so much
and
we
they
did
have
we've
great
done good stuff
storytelling
lately.
behind it, and yeah, this one just doesn't do it for me at all. It's just, and
where do you guys rank the Tron kit? Because I swear that's what
Well-
whatever the little pixelated like whatever that is on Montreal.
Oh,
It's like It's like,
That's what it is.
come on.
It's
Like, I don't
fine,
know.
and I like the
It's
story
for
behind
colon
it because
cancer,
they're raising
supposedly?
awareness for cancer.
Prostate cancer.
Is that what
Um,
it was? I didn't
Yeah,
read the story,
I believe it's
so
a
maybe
cancer
I'm an
charity.
ass.
So it has meaning. I think so.
Prostate cancer.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm all right with that one.
Okay, fine.
But I just wrapping up the kids. I just hope that we play well this year, because if y'all are this critical about kids, God help this team if we don't perform well. You guys are more cutting than this. I think I have rubbed off on everybody. I'm usually the one to come in here and just tear everything down, but now it's y'all. Now I have to balance this out. This is weird. Me
Glenn, you
bringing the
never get into
positivity.
mid-season form if you don't warm up somewhere.
Yeah, it's
man.
just
Right.
weird that
We
I
gotta,
have to
like-
come in with the optimism. It's like
There's your
seeing a
kids.
penguin in the desert. Are you lost, little fella? Like, what's going on here? It's just weird. Anyhow, all right. So there's your kits for the year. So we're gonna play some soccer here. I don't know if you know this. In like 6
I
days.
really didn't realize just
Yep.
how close to
I know,
like
and we
whoa,
didn't.
we actually were.
Yep, next Saturday's it, and we didn't get our preseason game this past Saturday because of adverse weather, I guess, down in Texas. So we're ready to go, and that's just how it's going to be. So we thought we would run through the roster
Has
as
anybody
it's currently
seen
built.
out? I mean, I know we saw the first match where we whomped Louisville 4-1, 4-0 for
Mhm.
whatever that was, right? But like that one was like literally the first match out of the gate.
They
Has anybody seen
didn't
it?
televise any of the others.
No, but like, has anybody read any stats reporting,
Yeah.
whatever?
Just-
I haven't. So someone want to catch me
Latte
up?
Lot scored a goal.
Yeah,
That's all we need
he
to be
scored
concerned
more.
about.
He scored more than one, from what I understand. I
Two.
think he got the final one against the Red Bulls to pull
Yes.
us up 3-2.
He's got 2 goals.
And I
Latte.
do want to just say
Latte.
that
Yeah.
if you guys have been watching the socials,
Yes.
if I want to say like something that has me feeling just a wee bit optimistic, not going to get too high, can't do crazy. The number of times that the guys are saying Manu's name and calling him out and talking about him, it feels like maybe there's some chemistry, some cohesion with the team starting. Maybe they've got him going.
I hope
And that
so.
would be the absolute best thing possible given where we
You're right.
ended last
You're right.
season.
I hope so. He's key.
But
He's
it
key to it.
hasn't just been that we've heard that he scored. It feels like there's a little bit of swagger back.
Vibe
and
shift. I hope so.
with
Spirit
some of the young
96.
guys too.
Even though this
So-
guy was not even a
It's
thought
okay.
in 1996.
It's okay.
I don't think. I'm pretty sure he was. How old is he? 26, 27? Yeah, you weren't around.
Yeah,
You
no.
weren't around, guy. You weren't around.
No,
All
if you
right.
want to feel old, go watch the clip where they talk about whether or not you're
Just
old.
die.
If you're
Oh, I
in your
did.
90s.
I
He
saw
died,
that. God, guys.
I wanted to go jump off my porch after I saw that. Like, no, it's
So
like
bad.
I really actually I feel like I need to step away from like podcasting and talking about these young men if they're gonna talk about me like I'm their fucking grandmother.
You look great. Not a day over dead. All right. So here's the roster as it currently stands. The ones who have come in new and that we've had still signed. So we've got our new goalkeeper, Lucas Hoyo, 35 years old, from Newell's Old Boys, long career entirely in South America. And I don't know if this is, he doesn't seem like
Are
an
we in
heir
our
apparent
Jaden
type
era?
to me at 35. So perhaps
I think this means
goal
maybe
is
we're
still
in
for
on Jaden.
I hope so. And he's
I-
just there to
I will
be a
say
voice.
I have noticed Jaden featuring more prominently in social media content. Like they're
lot.
putting him out in front of us a lot more. I honestly, do you want a veteran? I don't know that you would want to put all of your season eggs in a player as a starter that has never touched a ball in MLS ever. Like, South America is different. It's I don't know.
We're
I'm not-
shopping.
I
back
don't
in
see
South
Hoya
America,
starting.
though.
I think
You
I
really
think they
don't
did bring
see a
in
lot of
for
imported-
veteran depth.
Yeah, you don't see
And-
a lot of non-MLS imported goalie talent
Well,
come
look,
in and start. Right.
Hibbert could use a goose.
Yeah.
There. I know
And
Goose
Goose
is
is
still
still
involved with the
around.
club. I know, but like just the day to day, like playing beside this could be really good for him. And it feels like that is the plan. Now, if this guy was 30, okay, he's probably the guy that we envisioned for a while. But he's 35. And we've only got him for option years. You know, he's only signed for 2026 and then 2 option years. That's not somebody long term. That's like, let's see, right? So I think they still have a lot of faith in Jaden, but he's also young, and this seems like just like a prudent signing. So I'm good with it. We got Elias Bias. Love that name. A left back. We have so many left backs. A really expensive U22, 21 years old. His contract is through 2028 and 2 option years. So, from Argentina, San Lorenzo, 16 matches in 2025 and some playoff matches as well. So
I love it.
Good use of the
really
U22.
Well with left backs. So maybe this will be the next one that we develop.
Yep.
I mean, not a homegrown, but
not a homegrown. No, but young.
Young.
Speaking of young, let's go even younger. Adrian Gill, center mid from La Masia, from the Barca Academy. He didn't really get to fully develop there because he had a pretty serious ACL injury in 2023. But to Barca's credit, they did stick with him and let him rehab in the right way. And then he got back to the pitch in 2024. He played 3 matches with their U19s, and then he was loaned back to Cornelia, his youth club, on a season loan deal, and now he's with us. So he's been described as a dynamic midfielder, aggressive Jay Fortune type vibes, you know, but maybe more cerebral.
He looked good in the one preseason game.
He did, and it's crazy to call a 20-year-old cerebral. Like, okay, if you're that mature already, great, you know. He's on a supplemental roster spot. Contracts through 2027. Seems like he wants to be that connector type, always looking to facilitate the play and unlock a player, you know, find the space, thread a ball, that type of thing, which is how we used to play ball. And hopefully we do so again. So
with these signings, we have a very crowded and deep midfield and suddenly a crowded and deep back line. And that tells me that we are very much not wanting to ride the we have no depth injury train. Maybe this year. I don't know. We'll see. We try that every year, and then we somehow go through 6 people anyway. So
yeah, we do have some injuries to talk about. One specifically we'll get to later already. It happens. It always happens every year. There's always injuries for every team. It just happens. But first, we got Santiago Pizza, left wing on a homegrown deal through 2026 to options through 2029.
They've been talking about him on Soccer Down Here quite a bit and really like the way he's looking in the position. And that was definitely, you know, it's, I think to be able to play Saba in his more natural spot.
Yes.
This
is what we do. This is what we do.
Around every fucking match. I need to stop being cat and all the cussing. Sorry, families out there. You know what though, but we don't disclaim it at the top, and that's not fair. And we do have families that listen to us, so I apologize. I will work on. I'm in
disclaimer. I'll put a disclaimer in the show notes.
Yeah. Anywho, but yeah, so they've been talking about him a lot and how good he's looked because I guess they're getting to watch some more of this preseason stuff than I have. But yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. Anywho.
Next up, Tomas Jacob, center back / left back. His contract is through the 28-29 season. Don't forget, we're changing how the whole season runs. We're switching to that European calendar very soon. He's got option years through 2030 and 31. And he's on a U22 spot and also occupies.
I don't hate the fact that we're actually using the U22 slots again now that we have purged the toxicity of the former U22 slots that we had.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Long contract for him. So that's confidence and belief in him. So we'll see. Then we've got our 2 super draft picks. Noah James, 62nd pick. I know, super draft. But for what it's worth, we've had some success in the super draft in the past, way back. So it has produced for us in the past. It's not what it used to be anymore with the league and where it's grown and where it's at. But he's probably not going to see the pitch. But we'll see. But someone who might is Enzo Dovlo. Did I pronounce it right? Or is it Dovlo? I'm not sure. He's from UNC Greensboro, originally from Paris. And he might see some time because like this dude already has 56 starts, 15 goals, 13 assists across 3 seasons. First team All-American. Like he's already got an impressive CV for a super draft pick. you know?
I was gonna, it's been a minute since we've
not even
had a
listed
super
on our
draft,
roster
since we've
for
been low
ESPN.
enough to
Not
have a
even on
super
the
draft
squad.
pick that actually had.
We actually
Okay.
traded one away for some Gam.
Not on ESPN.
Yep, but he's there. He's there.
I'm aware, but that seems to be
On our
like,
roster?
I'm kind of just giving you. I'm just
ESPN
saying.
Doesn't know everything. Yeah.
I don't know that they submit and they are going to submit updated rosters.
I don't think
until
we've
the
traded him
roster
away
deadline.
since. I'm pretty sure we still have him, but feel free to gut check me on that.
Yep.
I don't think we have already moved on from him. And then returning, Jaden is still here. His contract is through 2026, 2 option years on him. We'll see how it goes this year. This is kind of a make or break. Well, it absolutely is a make or break year for him because his option years. If he does really well, if he's starting, we'll just have to see how the year goes. Those option years might just turn into a brand new contract. Maybe. Could happen. It could happen. I kind of hope it does. Pedro is back at left back. Not sure how much longer he's going to be here. He's been kind of putting himself in the shop window a little bit, and we do have a lot of left backs. His contract is only through 26. He's got an option for 27. We spent a lot of money on the guy. If we are going to move him on, it would be kind of a big deal. Not something that you just like a player who's not seeing time or hasn't been significant for us. So we'll see what happens with him. We got Matt Edwards still here on center back, homegrown deal. We optioned his or exercised his option for 2026, and he's got an option for 2027. And then Stian Glass Gregerson, center back. He's here
Don't
through
jinx him,
2027.
man.
I am surprised we did not find a mechanism for him at this point.
He's still got value.
I hope he stays healthy.
I hope so too.
Remind me, Norway didn't qualify, right?
No.
Or are they still maybe alive with a playoff
or I'm not sure. Someone look that up real quick. I think they might still be. I mean, it is an expanded World Cup, or they may have already qualified. I can't remember, but I kind of understand why we've kept him because he's on contract through 27. He doesn't have a ton of maybe as much value right
qualify.
They qualified.
Yeah.
Yeah, they qualified.
I thought I saw that, but so that means Stian's going to go play in the World Cup.
And I think that it's, first of all, we don't know how his contract was structured, but when he's good, he's really good. And we have more glaring needs, I think. And it seems like they shored that up with, we've got a pretty deep amount of center backs. So I feel like you're not really risking a lot by not shipping him out. And there's a lot of upside.
Yeah, and you've got potential. If he has a good season, his value increases more than what it is right now. Plus World Cup, if he does well in both, well then money in the bank.
He really posed.
We had bigger issues, I think, is really just what it comes down
back there. But he's just, unfortunately, he's just in. I think it's just too inconsistent in some ways. Like he can't stay on the pitch in more than one way. He gets a lot of yellow cards and he gets a lot of injuries. He's just,
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
I had high hopes for the Viking.
Yep.
I had really high hopes
just
for the
not
Vikings.
consistently
so we'll just see how
available
it goes.
That's it.
We'll see. Fingers crossed. We'll be optimistic.
Ania Mihai is
I was
here.
going to say, they have Holland, so...
I don't know why I question whether
I
because
realized that.
I keep forgetting that Erling Haaland is Norwegian.
I was
but they haven't been in the past. Holland hasn't played in a World Cup.
But it's an expanded field.
Yeah, he scored like 6 goals in one of their matches.
He also appeared, if I remember correctly, he ran like Holland went nuts berserker.
And he scored like at least 5 of them.
Qualifying.
So.
It was idiot. Yeah, they put 10 goals on somebody in one of these qualifying matches. I can't remember.
That's what it'll be. Yeah.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
I could see Holland dragging them out of the group stages.
That's what Man City does, and he's struggling there. So
I could see it happen. Just give him the ball and see how many goals you can get, because you're going to get scored on. There you go. So we got Ania Mihai still here, center back. He's here for a long time, through 2028, and an option for 29. And we got Ronald Hernandez, Mr. Perpetual Option Year, back again. Call him a center back.
Miggy has to have his security blanket, y'all.
Call him a
Ronald
right wing.
Hernandez is Miggy's security blanket, and I'm here for it.
He really loves the club,
Miggy
so he kind of deserves it.
I kind of wish we
would
just give the man a multi-year deal with his options, but He's here. He loves it.
Yeah.
I know, but we haven't given it to him. Signed through 2026, another option year for 27. Oh, bless his heart. Juan
I think that's just
back.
indicative of the fact that he's probably not a starter. He's a depth piece.
He knows that. He's the best depth piece we had too. He's
right.
Just a vibes guy. Yeah. I just for him, just out of the heart. I get it, how it works, but yeah, just kind of a bummer that you can't just give him his due. But anyhow, Juan Barracall's here, center back, still on loan with us from Getafe, right? Is that how I pronounce that? I believe till the end of June. We do have an option to buy. His current contract with his club is through 27. So he could go back to them, or we could exercise that right, that option to buy in June. We will see what happens. Cooper Sanchez is back. Center mid, defensive mid. He's here through the year.
Not
He's
on
got
the
two
wing.
option years on him. And Miggy.
No,
hopefully center mid, right? Not on the wing. Center mid Miggy. God willing. No, I don't want him on the wing. I want him in the middle, man. Facilitating with Alexi.
Was it me or in the first match, the only one we got to see, were they playing Alexi more like a Nagby type role pushed up, and Miggy is the distributing forward?
Yeah.
Distributing mid?
Yeah.
Is that how I just want to know if I read it correctly.
I know.
They continued the trend of Alexi and Miggy using two left foots to make a right. And it did really well from what we saw. Now it's against lesser competition.
Right. I mean, I have no other frame of reference.
So you'll see. But it seems like maybe Tom playing together. Fingers crossed. We'll get to see some more this coming weekend.
I want him more in the middle. I think he's always drifting there. Put him, but we'll see. Tata knows me.
It looks very
Tata
fluid.
will figure this out with him.
More
we've got him through 27. He does have an option for 28, which I imagine we probably will exercise. I'd be very surprised if we didn't. Steven Alzate is back. He transferred from Hull City, that club who Chelsea just beat up on a few days ago, and he's got a contract through 2030. So Alzate is here to stay.
I hope Alzate is, a key piece and really comes on. It's just through 2030. I get that feels like that's the
and how old is he?
Signing.
Yeah, that's kind of my feeling on it too.
Well, so that's what I'm saying. It's just
we'll see.
But to go through 2030, I mean, you're talking about
he's not that old.
You're really,
it's
really
just
investing in this person.
I think he was brought in.
Yeah.
Too long of a contract.
I think they did that deal because he was Ronnie Dyla's guy. And
it doesn't feel like
we'll see.
Chris Hendo.
Well, I do feel like it's going to be very interesting in terms of signings and who we can sign, because you're not going to have anybody coming in as the coach's guy per se. Tata's always been good at recruiting, but I don't think you're going to be able to sign players on the merits of Tata's going to be here for a while. You get to work with Tata. We know Tata's going to be here for 2 years, if we're lucky.
Yep. You're right. Jay Fortune is back. He had his option year exercise for 26.
Is he healthy? Was he playing? I can't remember if he was healthy and playing yet.
He's important in a lot of ways.
Is he going to be starting every game? Probably not. You're going to be careful with him,
Yeah.
But he's important. He's important for this club. If we want him to stay, he's going to need a new contract. This is it. 26 is it for him. So we will see. We have seen a lot of homegrown and young players shipped off, and I just hope that's not the case with him, because he is very good and he does love this club. This means something to him, and that's to me every bit as important as skill. Saba, last year of his deal too.
Player.
We'll see.
I think Saba has a lot more to prove than Jay Fortune does right now.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, because Jay's coming back off injury. Saba
I fully agree.
Hasn't been having Saba time like anybody would like to see. And we'll see if that happens this year.
Alexi, hopefully. He's here. He's here through 27, option for 28. I don't know
I'm feeling good.
He really came on towards the end.
I feel okay,
year,
but I'm shocked that I'm saying
the most of it
I
was able to actually watch and observe of it was the last maybe
and I'm shocked
4 or 5, maybe 4 games. He didn't look like he was struggling for his for place out there. He seemed like he was starting to maybe just understand his role. Yeah, I would like him in sort of a Nagby-esque with the ability to shoot.
Frustrated,
Nagbe
but
scored,
not
one
uncomfortable.
goal in the span that he was with us, and he scored very few in his career, because that was his role. Alexi, I think, has the ability.
I think so, and I think it was a banger.
Well, maybe, but maybe so playing
Alexi's
alongside.
I feel like that's
shot on
too
him.
deep for
It's like
him
two center attacking mids,
personally,
two cams.
but I get it.
Sure. I could see him shooting.
Alexi and Miggy
And that may
linking
be
up
so,
is
but
gonna
I
be
do
key.
think he's got a
That
strong
is,
enough shot.
and I think that is what's happening. I'm just not sure that it's
the position
very,
on the pitch to be able to shoot
right now
will be
from what we
necessary, and
saw.
I think that'll help any bit of contribution and confidence that he's going to give. I think we need to allow him to shoot.
Yeah. Great. Muyamba. He's here through 27. Keep your eye on the summer with him. If we're going to move him, that's when you're going to move him. You're not going to hold on to him any longer. He would have to have a pretty big start to this season for that not to be like the plan. I would think, based on what we got going on in the middle and left side of the pitch.
It definitely feels like
I
you can
only
see
want
a
him
couple
playing
of
as a
positions
defensive
where you're
midfielder.
definitely
I don't
going to
want
be
him
looking in
anywhere
the
near the
summer
front.
transfer
I don't
window,
know.
right?
I
To
just
move,
don't.
And
to
he
move
would be
things
one.
out
I-
and make decisions.
And then the thing is that he scares me as a defender. I'm scared he's gonna fucking hang a leg out and give penalties away.
Fair.
No, that's the problem. But it almost like a holding mid then, because
I was
can't
gonna say
see
you'd
him
rather have him closer
doing
to the
anything
18-yard
progressive
line, because
enough
I
to
feel
go forward.
differently. Like,
Yeah.
when he's on, Muyamba is good. The problem is he's not consistent,
true,
and
yeah.
that's really just the bottom line.
I think
That's
the
where
good news
thing
is that we've added so much midfield depth, and
Yeah,
granted, a
it
bunch of
doesn't
them are
matter.
kids
Yeah.
and things like that. We at least have options, and I also
But
think, for lack of
75th
a
minute,
better way
so
to say it, there's some intangibles that Tristan brings. He seems to be one of the few kind of rallying glue guys in the locker room. He's cutting up. He's kind of funny. He has a little group of players around him, and think, at least, the little bit that we see, he's definitely,
okay.
it may not be like the most public thing on the pitch, but I think, it's not just one voice, one captain in the room. When we were at our most successful, we had multiple leaders and multiple voices, and it wasn't just the job of one person to be that.
I do have a question for you guys at the end of it that will dovetail into what you're talking about.
I like having him around.
Moving on, Luke Brennan got himself a homegrown deal through
Good for him.
2027 with 2 option years. Good for him. Good for Luke.
I liked watching him out at the
Absolutely.
twos, by the way.
Absolutely.
Riley.
Will Riley, he
Yeah.
had his option year exercise.
Really enjoyed him as a
option years.
young player, as
Torres?
a teenage player. I just think he's
Oh, Will? Yeah.
Yeah.
Great watch at the twos. Again, twos do well for us. Same thing with Will Riley, 2026 option year exercise. Aiden Torres, contract is through 2027. He's got his option for 2028. And then up top, we're kind of short. We got 2. We got Cayman. I'm really happy that we kept him for 26. And oddly enough, I have a strange connection to this player because he's very good friends with one of my clients whose home I am just got under contract. They are very good friends, and they have dinners a bunch. She has since my seller has since moved on to Florida, but she was really happy when they announced that, and actually she knew ahead of time. And she was trying so hard not to tell me because I guess Cayman had told her before the announcement.
That's so
maybe
funny.
she just couldn't drop that. So Cayman, you don't know. The leaks could happen. But I'm really happy. I liked him every time he came on the pitch. I thought he was very
good energy.
productive.
He has really good energy out there.
And I just think he needed more minutes, and he just didn't get it. And there were times where I didn't understand why not.
Because Jamal was playing as well as Jamal was playing, and if you have a 3-striker system, you have a striker who's not working, who's your gazillion-dollar guy, but you have your backup striker is working. You're not going to sit the guy down who was the most reliable.
All right, fine. You and your fucking logic. Blah, blah, blah. Disclaimer.
Over
All
the
right.
quota now. Jeez.
Well
Glenn.
over. In the
All
swear
right.
jar. In the swear jar. And up top, Manuel Latte Lot. He's here through 28. Option for 29. Your lips to God's ears. Score some goals.
We're hearing a lot about Manu. All right, Manu.
Let's
Is that
go.
what we're going to call you?
I'll call him whatever he wants me
I'll
to
call
call
you
him.
whatever it
Puts the ball
is,
in
as
the
long
net.
as you put the ball in the
Just
net.
put the ball in the net, man. All right. Injuries.
Ball in the net.
So far, just one.
But it's just a sprain.
It's kind of a sad
what
one
people
with
are
Dominic
saying.
Chonqui out for at least 4 to 6 weeks. Sprained MCL during the Red Bull match.
Could have been a lot worse.
Just a sprain. It could be way worse.
And he's real
You can
young.
ski
Like
down-
this isn't going to be the
down
end of his
Italy,
career. It's not like it was an
apparently.
ACL or something like that.
Yeah, but apparently you don't need your ACL. You could still try to
Yeah,
ski
and
down
then
a
for her to
mountain
go
without an
down
ACL.
again.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, it's tough.
you
Good
know.
night. That was insane. Also very tragic how
No
Lindsey
kidding.
Vonn crashed out. That was really sad
Can
too.
we just have a moment of praise for the 40-year-old Olympian?
Yeah, let's go. There's been a number of them.
There's a number of Olympians out there doing like ridiculous, insane Olympic things. And, you know, Lindsay knew the risks, like more power to her. She, like her quote after she fell, you know,
Nope.
during the actual run, like it was really inspiring. She said she wouldn't trade standing at that starting gate for anything. And y'all may or may not have seen that she was third on the training run.
She would have
second
been
training run that
competing
she
for
did
gold the
was
whole.
no
She
freaking
would have been,
ACL.
challenging.
She was
for
doing
gold,
well,
so.
and yeah, that's an insane.
She was
That's
winning World
insane.
Cups up until then, and
Absolutely. She would,
podium
and
minimum.
today, and I'm not
Same age as
talking
me,
about skating, but I'm
goddammit.
talking about skating. A 42-year-old woman went on the ice and skated in pairs, not in dance. She did real jumps.
Nice.
She did lifts. She did all sorts of stuff. She wore a $100,000 Oscar de la Renta skating dress. She looked fabulous. She had
Yes.
been working for 30 odd years to get her shot on Olympic ice. It was the coolest thing ever to see. More power to the 40-year-old woman.
Let's go.
All right.
All right.
Sorry.
Players
And-
we have moved on. Jamal, Columbus. Kinda
I
sad.
really don't want to play Columbus
That's
because you
still
know he's
one
going
of
to
the
score.
best
Oh, he's
things
going
that's
to.
ever
And he's
happened.
going to do it in a sneaky fashion. He's going to wait behind the goalkeeper. It's going
yeah.
to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to be painful. Oh, my God. All-time moment in Atlanta United history. All-time moment. If you had to be there, it was amazing. It was incredible. And
Yeah.
the call is great, too. He's getting a little drink. I love it.
Oh,
I love it.
man.
The saga that was Edwin Mosquera has finally ended. He's been transferred to Independiente Santa Fe. His contract with Millonarios was terminated. So we were all wondering, what was the story with this guy? Loan,
I don't
he's back.
care.
Franco gets kicked out because of it. Like, it
never
just seems
cared.
like a messy Boca deal, right? And it turns out that it really wasn't.
No.
Well, like, but a lot of people were getting on Boca for this, and it turns out Boca was just trying to do the right thing
Which is,
because his club just straight up stopped.
I was going to
paying
say,
him.
Ibarra. What happened to
Yeah. So
he
Ibarra?
brought
was
him back
more-
to get him
more,
paid.
and
then,
badly done
unfortunately,
than
Ibarra
Mosquera. I just
was
it's-
collateral damage.
Yeah. But it wasn't just Edwin, right? That resulted in that. That was a combination of Edwin and Sosa not being good enough to ship on at that point. So
Also
kind of
that,
put-
but he was trying
but
to do something right. It's just
he was, yeah.
it just sucked that a club called Millonarios couldn't pay their guy, But anyhow, he's moved on, and that saga has ended. Barto, one of our favorites, he's doing well over it. Do you pronounce it Brøndby? Is it with the O and the slash, or am I mispronouncing that? Is
no
the
idea.
O's pronounced slightly differently? I'm not sure.
I don't know, but I'm definitely
It's
going
the
to pour
Danish-
one out for the Bartometer. I was
Yep.
sad to see
He's
that.
over in the
but
Danish
I get it.
Superliga.
Wish
and
him
he's-
well.
He's doing great. He's doing great over there. He was the only player that was really movable. Though,
Where
right?
did
Yeah.
he had value?
Where did my buddy Brooks wind up?
Nowhere.
He's been
And,
on trial with DC or
Yep,
somebody,
that's
but
it. He
I don't
doesn't
think
have a
he
club
signed
yet.
anywhere.
Brooks does not have a club yet. Last report we have is that he's kicking it in DC and trying to get a deal there. But we'll see. I think he still has value. He'll end up somewhere. I don't know where. We moved Ashton Gordon on to Chattanooga FC for 2026. Noah Cobb, we know that was very sad, but damn good business.
Money.
$775,000 in potential GAM if all the metrics are hit. So you kind of can't turn that down. Leo Alfonso is picked up by Rhode Island Parkies Club. That's pretty cool. Just one of our other depth players.
He was like a striker piece that we signed from Miami kind of late in the season to do nothing much.
Cohen,
but
he's with Chicago Fire through 27. Got an option for 28 on him. Nick Sessick, he's with Las Vegas Lights through 2026 with an option for 27. And Caden Moore has been loaned to Philadelphia. He was with Philly too at the end of 2025, and now he's with the main team, and we'll see what happens there. So that's kind of your rundown of all the teams, all our players, where we're at, what we think of our kits, and our hopes for this year.
I don't know. I don't think any of us have any hopes for this year other than these kits are cool. We need to play.
Yeah,
up to
I
them.
think this
I
might be the
hopes for
first
this
year where
year.
I'm just sort of.
I am a glutton for punishment.
I'd like to see her
some
to
good
speak
football.
about them.
Yeah. Miggy.
That's it. That's where I'm at. Show me some good football. And now my question for all
Who
of
else
you.
could it
Who's our
be?
captain?
Miggy.
Miggy?
Yeah.
Miggy?
I don't.
I'm not saying that may not be the case for the whole season, but until we see
I think
otherwise,
it's Miggy too, but I
think I could see one of the center backs taking it if they, are playing well and they want to. But I feel like the team has
with Brad
shifted
not being there and Miggy
in a direction
kind of
that makes me
senior
feel
guy.
like they're trying to pump Miggy up into that.
I hear.
Is it too much weight or is it motivation?
I don't love it. I don't love Miggy as a captain. I don't think that's his role. I don't think he's never been a mouthpiece. He's not, and this isn't to say he doesn't have leadership qualities. I'm sure he does. We don't see what he's like in a locker room. I know he's super motivated to be here. It's not that he's he's a badge guy.
He's too young.
If it's me and he can stay healthy, I think it's Jay.
I don't know.
I like that a lot.
Young.
I like that, but I feel like that's a lot of pressure for where he's at in his age and coming off an injury and everything else.
I think it is worse to have it on Miggy and have Miggy shit the bed like he did last year.
I don't know that I think that's going to be the case. However, I will concede that if it were probably left in my hands, if they were playing well and the team could get to that place, ideally you would put that armband on either Stien or Anea Mihai.
Yeah.
Whichever one of your center backs. And you let them carry that weight. But I'm good with Miggy. If the team and the club is behind Miggy and that's where we start the season, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it.
I'm not either. I don't, I think that is also kind of the problem that outside of Miggy, we are going to sit here and struggle with who would step in and fill that void. I also feel like it might be Miggy by default, and maybe 3 or 4 matches into the season, it might wind up being something else, because I just feel like it's asking too much of Miggy to try to turn around what he went through last season with transitioning and not, and being, 2 left feet trying to make a left and trying to make a whole person.
Could it be Alexi?
I feel like it's too much for him, and it's just not a role he is naturally suited for.
I kind of agree with you. I don't
think that Alexi's going to be the captain.
I don't think so.
He's much more of a soft-spoken, I think lead by example.
I like the Mihai shout. Miggy kind of feels like just by default, like his history with the club, and you kind of got to make him captain. Is he the perfect one? No. Concerns with Jay are totally valid. He's super young. Do you put that on him? Could he do it? He's a vibes guy. Like, there's not like an obvious, Parky type, and we haven't had that since him in my argument, or in my opinion, Larry as well. We just haven't had that obvious, really, really obvious captain. And if Miggy's comfortable, then cool. Great.
Go ahead, Amy. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, I think that
I'm
maybe
literally
another
looking
reason
it up
why
right
the
now.
rumor
Like,
around
that was my
Fafa
next
Pico
statement.
is interesting.
No,
Oh,
I'm
we
I
just
have
think
to
looking.
talk
they're.
about Fafa. Yep,
It says it's
seems
I
like it's
could
happening.
see them trying to pull.
It's all
Tom Bogert. Is it a done deal? Is it a done deal? Or not a done deal? Okay.
If that.
Yeah.
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 So I mean, if that pans out, I could see that as another guy that you're bringing
Yeah.
in with a lot of veteran MLS experience to kind of anchor until your captain emerges, right? Because that's another thing is like you're truly rebuilding, right? This team and starting from the bottom. And so I'm okay, like you said, Jen, if we start off at Miggy and it's working, great. But if it's a bridge to the next guy, that would make some sense to me given where we're at.
Would love to see us actually like, and maybe this is the thing I know the league doesn't do, but there's no rule on the books that says we can't do it. I would love to see an NHL like structure where we have a C and 2As, designated 2As. Because if I was going to do that, then you can give Miggy the C without giving him all the pressure of the C, other than being the person that has to physically.
Saba was my only other thought.
But then I would have tapped J and I would tap Saba as your A's because I think they're energy guys. Saba is definitely a vibes guy. He's got that Atlanta swagger about him when he's out of his head and not having to play all over the place. And I don't see how you don't start rewarding some of these homegrown kids, whether they're still with us or not. But I don't see how you don't start rewarding some of these homegrown kids that really are the ones here for the badge.
But I just don't think that you put a captain's armband on them. That's the only difference.
But that's
like,
why you have
I also feel very strongly that you don't need to have a captain's armband to be a leader on the field and to make your presence felt if that's the guy that you are. I see something different with Saba. I all respect, love him. I've never seen him as a captain with this team, just personally. But I get it. It's going to be interesting to see. I'm just saying the Spanish quotient on this team has increased in the offseason.
Yeah,
and that leans me towards. Right.
I will say we've gotten better in the pretty department.
That we're pretty good. Make Atlanta pretty.
There you go.
That's what matters.
Is that a good note to end it on? The pretty department, the pretty quotient is.
I like that better. I don't want the other one.
We're gonna play it pretty for Atlanta.
Play it pretty for Atlanta.
Play it pretty for Atlanta. I like it.
Well, we're gonna be back in. We're
Sunday.
gonna play in 6 days.
You gotta allow for the libations to flow.
Probably not Saturday night after the game. We'll see.
Sunday night.
Probably just record
Sunday
Sunday
night.
night.
Hope.
So
I will probably be drunk Saturday night.
That's right.
Yes.
Hopefully they're happy libations, and not the sad variety. We've paid
happy
our dues.
tears only.
Just start this season off.
My liver needs a break this season, boys.
That's right.
All right, y'all. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. We appreciate you listening, and we're
looking
happy
forward
to
to having fun this season, win or lose.
We're gonna have a good time, man. We're gonna have a good time this season. We always do, even through the tough times last year. And it falls to me to bring the optimism, I guess, this year. This is my new role.
Glenn the optimist. Here
we're
we go.
all trying on new hats. It's a new day.
Yeah, it's gonna fit a little snug at first. It's gonna be a little comfortable, but I'll get used to it. I'll get that thing worn in. All right, y'all. We will be back in a week's time to talk about the match with San Jose, isn't it?
No, it's Cincinnati.
No, Cincinnati.
Oh, Cincy. But San Jose is week 2, yeah?
Yes. Hold on.
Yes.
San Jose is week 2.
Jennifer's
running away. She's going to go look at a calendar. I knew we were playing San Jose.
Yeah, it's Cincy followed by San Jose, and then we've got our home opener against Real.
What could make it worse?
Know that I am totally ready for our match this week.
Oh my God, it's Skyline Chili. You have a can of Skyline Chili?
It was on sale at Kroger. It's delicious. I'm going to eat it on spaghetti with cheese and onions.
Where are you? You know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to be wherever you are. Wherever you're eating that, I don't want to be. Thanks.
They always have this. It's great. Yay.
Y'all, we'll be back in a week's time here. Keep your friends away from Skyline Chili. Thanks very much for listening.